The female body is still a taboo topic. We're getting sexualized, or we're getting told that we are not allowed to talk about it because, yeah, it's a female body. The research when it comes to females is also not that good, especially when it comes to like medical problems that affect women. The research is just, there needs to be way more research. And you can really feel that effect when you have an illness that affects your female organs. For me, I have lichen sclerosus. It affects my vulva, and you just feel that pressure and that shame and that, oh, something isn't right with me, and there's still not enough research also. But that is why I want to talk about it, because especially when it comes to the topics where society tells us you should feel shame or you shouldn't feel whole as a woman, or they don't research when it comes to that topic. We need to talk about that. We need to raise awareness, even though it can feel uncomfortable. I mean, it's not the most fun activity, in my opinion, to talk about my vulva and the illness that affects my vulva, but I know it can help other women when I share my experience. That is why I want to talk about lichen sclerosus, even though it's not easy for me. It's not something that, yeah, I still feel shame, even though I know logically that I'm not supposed to feel ashamed because it's not my fault that I have an illness that affects that part of my body. But yeah, lichen sclerosus is a chronic inflammatory disease that affects the skin of your vulva. Symptoms can be tearing of the skin, scarring of the skin, burning, itching, and many more. It's a inflammatory disease, so and a chronic disease. So if you don't get treated soon enough, like early enough, it can be a very dangerous situation. So I'm very privileged and I'm very thankful that I got diagnosed so early. But yeah, I know that is not the case for many women. That is why I want to spread awareness. And if you have any of those symptoms, please go check in with your doctor. Please address lichen sclerosus, because sometimes it gets misdiagnosed. First, for me, it was that first I thought I have a yeast infection, and then it turned out I don't. I have a chronic illness, so it still gets misdiagnosed. That is why I want you to be aware of that, because I know many women have those symptoms of burning and itching and scarring and tearing, and I want you to know about that illness so that you can like be aware of it and just be safe. And I want my channel to be a space where you feel open to talk about it and your symptoms, and I feel open to talk about it. And there is no shame. Like, we experience enough shame and enough criticism and stuff like that. And this is just a space where we are allowed to talk openly about it and about our symptoms and what helps us.